Hey everyone, it's Rafcraft Minecraft, your builder in every infrastructure he builds. And welcome to part 2 of USS Benham. So, yesterday, I accidentally ended the stream yesterday because I was in a hurry. My family just arrived back at home and I had to attend to their needs. And I had to end the stream for that reason. Maybe because I was in a rush and I had to end this as quick as possible, so we only had 2 hours of that. But right now, well, should I say, right now, I did the Benham, not showing much on screen, and decided to do the shipbuilding alone for a while, and it may have taken a while for about probably another hour and a half, and the progress I've done here so far looks exactly like USS Benham herself. Shipbuildings, huh? Shipbuildings are, let's just say, they're precise, they can be a bit hard, and they take time, a lot of time, but all in all, I enjoy every building I do for it. Anyway, I did also a bit of changes, like shaping the hull, finding the endpoints on front, stern, and I realized this ship is about 100 blocks long. Well, not typically your destroyer, like in size and shape, but this is the best when it comes to destroyer. Oh my god, how should I say this? This is the best in size when it comes to destroyer builds. Destroyer builds in modern timeline are very, let's say, crucially very long, extended, with an extended stern and all of that. But since this is a World War II destroyer, this ship was requested by a personal acquaintance of mine, or should I say a friend, and he's my best friend. I still get kind of nervous sometimes and a little wonky when it comes to speaking, but I'm still trying and doing my best to boost that part of me in confidence. And I do stutter sometimes, and I do kind of repeat words a lot, but yeah, that's just part of me. Anywho, this is the USS Benham, and as you can see, even the hull line I've done here exactly matches the Benham's build. Since the Benham's hull line is not that long, it's not that tall, her hull line's pretty short, and I had to accurately connect the exact amount of blocks, just like the real version of Benham. This is DD-397, by the way, and all but gold. Old destroyer but gold. Now before we begin our building for USS Benham, I just want everyone to know that I don't want anyone to be biased around here, biased about how US destroyers or US ships are always at its best, how they're always the heroes, how they won the Pacific War against the Japanese. I don't want any of that. As you all know, I'm a big fan of Japanese ships, and for me, and for me personally, I like them more because I've grown an interest more than the US ships. I started knowing about warships when I was probably 12, 13 years old, and as time grows and as time passes on, I decided I've always got a big interest for Japanese ships. Maybe the reason for that is because their history, and maybe because of how they fought bravely and how they fought hard despite they sunk and lost the war, and majority of them are gone. I really don't care. It's my liking, and I don't want people to insult me about that because I like Japanese warships. Now I know some of you have also your own biases, or have your own bias, but I don't want it to be in this stream. I wanted to keep it equal. I wanted to also keep it maintained and balanced between liking both things and disliking both things. I want everyone to enjoy, and I'm bringing more exposure to myself so that I get more known and I get more seen, and probably a company might hire me for business with these buildings. And maybe it's not now, and maybe it's probably soon in the far future or so on. But I want to keep it in between being both fun and being serious. That's what I want my work to be for this work of art I do. Now, Benham's waiting. We're going to build this together. So I want everyone to enjoy and follow me. We've done the hull. We've done everything from top to bottom. And we've also done the water line and the black outline because I've seen that Benham has a black outline on her ship. This time, we're going to do her, so let's say superstructure. Yes, her superstructure layout, and yes, her superstructure layout, her torpedoes, and probably her smokestack. I think we should do first her superstructure layout before building the smokestack and torpedoes so that it doesn't look unorganized. So let's start off with using stone as color. If anyone hasn't seen my community post about my Facebook page is just on my bio. You can click the link to follow my Facebook page about building in ships, aircraft, and any other infrastructure you think you'd like to see. So let's not. I won't be speaking much anymore. Sit back, watch, and enjoy. There's a platform on the top here. Okay, this is covering the entire area. Let's make that one slope higher. Okay. grab the andesite wall. Let's do this. Alright, where next? Right. What does this look like in the map? She's still pretty big in the map. Alright. Well, she does look like a Benham. Front is since the guns are a bit forward there. Yeah, I wanted to give it spacing so that yes. Anyway, the ship's not yet done, since there are still some portions of the ship that still needs to be done, like finishing touches, anti-air guns, and so on. Back area is also probably a 4-inch, but without the shield, without the shielded turret layout on it. Just my, yes, just thinking. I think it is like that. Probably not. In my case, I think that this is probably one of the most easiest builds I've done so far, and it's a destroyer, which means less time consuming, small, and a lot easier to build, and additionally done in 4 parts or so. I'm not gonna lie, the Benham class destroyer looks really cool in a Minecraft build. Okay, I think that's the last platform area that I needed. Yeah, I think that's it. Since the USS Benham is not yet finished, let's take a look around. Right, very nice, very good. Very good superstructure building. Very nice detail. I even like the torpedoes I did there, despite it's not actually like the historically accurate torpedo layout. It's still the best spot I can put, since Benham's torpedoes are a bit backward on the stern, so, or somewhere in the middle area on the stern, so I had to do this the best I could. Although I had a little hard time with the Benham building. But as far as I can tell, the shipbuilding is doing okay so far. Maybe I need to extend the stern a little more, a little further, so that it doesn't completely stand out. But let's see about that first, because it will take a while for me to modify that one again. But yes. Then again, the Benham class shipbuilding is going well, and I'll be doing the modification for the rear a bit longer, so that it doesn't stand out like it's very small or so on. hmm I hope everyone enjoyed, and I hope this is worth the time with me building something like this. And it took me probably what 2.5 hours or so just to finish this, just to finish most of the superstructure layout. If this was bigger, like a battleship or a light cruiser or a heavy cruiser, the building would have taken a little while when it comes to like consuming time and hours. So our Benham class shipbuilding is exactly like how she looks in the photo. If you want to see a photo of the USS Benham, you can check that in the wiki or pictures to see the images and compare this one to my building. Now my building is not completely the most accurate and it's not completely the most, let's say, the most perfect. I shall say that it's still one of the best because I've done the best I could to make this look like the most accurate building I could ever come up with. There are a lot of people who are also as professionally well trained when it comes to building because they learned from experience. Although from me, I didn't really learn from experience. I am a self-taught person and I taught myself how to do this. And I didn't really need help or I didn't ask for anyone's help. I just copied whatever the photo shows to me and I do it by shape, by size, and every ounce and detail of what the exact height, length, width of a building would look like. Now, it also depends upon like how big or small a building could be, because sometimes a building could be so small that you need to make it bigger to make it look exactly like the building you want it to be. Sometimes a building is so big you want to minimize that size to make it look like the building in the exact height, just like in Minecraft. And building's a very big thing to me because it's a skill and it's something I've applied to myself when I was a younger boy. So before we end this stream or this video, I just wanted to thank everyone who was here, and I'll give you all a big round of applause for being here with me and for being part of this video. And to those who watched, I'll also give another big round of applause to myself because the second part is done. And although the first part was a bit of a mess because I accidentally turned off my stream because my family was there and I need to attend to their needs. But I could say, but yeah, you know what they say, right? You have limited time, and when you have limited time, you have to make sure you really consume that amount of time before, like, you do other things or anything else. So yes, again, thank you so much those who watched. This is your host, Craft Minecraft, your builder in every infrastructure he builds. Ships, planes, buildings, cities, whatever you think I can build, it's up to you, and it's up to you to request. Now, and if anyone hasn't seen my Facebook page, follow me to see more of my builds and yeah, all of that good stuff. So then, again, thank you everyone. I'll see you again in the next video on the third part of USS Benham building. Take care, and goodbye.